Hey everyone, welcome to the Growin Up Podcast. We're your hosts. My name is Amber,
My name's Nevaeh.
and we are here with episode 7 of the Growin Up Podcast. And this is our Christmas edition, as you can tell.
Insert Christmas music.
Yep. I was singing the Jingle Bells song earlier.
Me too. That was me
Really?
last night. Yeah.
Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin.
Yeah, no, but AJ was like, "What, do you work at a convenience store or something? Because you sound like the Christmas music they play at my work or something like that." I was like, "Damn."
Oh my god.
Yeah. And
Well,
he's like, "What else songs do you know?" I was like, "Damn, what am I? A jukebox?"
To be fair, when you work in like retail like that and they play Christmas music, it gets to you.
Yeah, that's how it was at Ulta, but it was like bop music, like good music.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, yes, Christmas edition. We were supposed to dress up and Navi left me hanging here. So
I'm
I showed up for the
sorry.
podcast looking like this. And
I have some background decoration, I think, that will add to the mixture. We got Mr. Grinch, which I am this year. I think I'm embodying my Grinch this Christmas, but sitting on my MCAT book. Got my sign. Maybe I should start using my sign more. If you have any ideas, drop in the comments some ideas of what I should put on my board in the back there.
True. Cool. Well, let's go into our learnings of the week.
Nose goes.
I'm not. Oh my god. Oh, fine. I'll go first, but just to let you know, I was stressing before this because I didn't think about it either. So, here's my thing. So I learned there is this thing called Bader-Meinhof illusion, or frequency illusion. I think but it comes from it's a German word. But basically, have you ever had those kind of moments when you learn something or you hear of something and then all of a sudden you start seeing it a lot, all of a sudden it keeps showing up in your life so much more because you learned it? No?
Yes. But this is separate than when you say something and then your FBI agents put it in. That's separate, right? Yes. Are you talking more about in the day-to-day life, you see a zebra and there's a bunch of zebras?
And then, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you don't have to say it, but
it's all a magic show.
I know. Zebra. Damn. No, but to me, I call it the Vice City effect. This is something I didn't even know it was an actual thing, but I don't know about you, but sometimes if I see a slug bug out of nowhere, or a car like that out of nowhere, I keep seeing those cars, right? And I don't know if you played Vice City or Grand Theft Auto, but when you steal a car, all of a sudden all the cars turn into the same car you stole, right? No?
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Well, maybe somebody else will relate with me more, but so basically it's that effect. So if you see something, all of a sudden your mind is playing tricks on itself and you're self-validating yourself. But so if it was zebra, right? And then all of a sudden you started seeing the word zebra everywhere. It's basically your mind validating yourself because it's finally fixating on this one word. So zebra may be out in the world a million times, but now just because you learned it and you fixated on it, you're constantly going to keep seeing it. So
constantly that's what see zebra. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Did you search this up before? Did you go willingly learn?
No, I TikTok.
Oh, no. Okay, AJ.
But it's funny though, because like I said, I've always called it the Vice City effect, because I remember when I would see something and all of a sudden I start seeing it, it reminded me of the game, because that happens in the game. If you know, you know.
Yeah. Interesting. That's cool.
Yeah, but it's all this psychological thing. You're basically fixating yourself on something. Just so sometimes when you're oh my God, I learned that yesterday and now it keeps popping up in my life, that's on purpose. That's because your mind's now all of a sudden fixating on it, but it's always been there. You just never really cared about it before.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was what I learned.
That's a good learning topic, Amber.
Thanks. What was your learning of the week?
Okay, I wasn't gonna say this because I feel like this has been a trend consistency on my learnings, but maybe it might. I'll just say it. I'll just say it. I learned how to make spinach artichoke dip.
Oh my God. Oh, really?
As you can tell, I learned a lot from my sister. She's an educator in my life, as you can tell. So, yeah, no, I learned how to make spinach artichoke dip. I don't really know if this is a learning topic, but we'll just kind of like, I have been learning and have learned how to get myself out of a funk to go to social events.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And like, I don't know if it's just like a mentality change or whatnot, but like I went
You're
to
just getting older.
Yeah. Is it? Is it?
Yeah.
I went to 2 Christmas events over this weekend, which like is the most I've ever done. And I feel like the like crowds, like one was for work, one was like my friend and whatnot, but it took me a lot to like stick to the plan and whatnot. But I had a lot of fun at both of them. So I am learning to be more social and make spinach artichoke dip.
Yeah. See, I knew it was going to be a life hack.
Yeah, it was nice. I did like the crock pot method. I did like being able to just throw it in there, go get ready, and then come back when it's done. That was nice. But I think next time I'm going to bring cookies.
Okay.
There was not a lot of desserts. That was also something I learned. I feel like I finally understand, like, like I've never, I guess, been to an adult party where like I would bring something. So like that was like, now I know what to bring. And like, I don't know. I was really stressing out over this party. Both parties.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing. Like I was gonna say that when you started mentioning that going to parties when you're older, like social, like there's so much to navigate in that like social interaction realm. Like, do you bring something? Do you not? Like, do you knock on the door when you arrive? Do you just show up? Those are some random things, but I'm comfortable with some people where I just will walk in, but at first I'm like standing there like an idiot, like
and it's like loud in there and they're like, you're not gonna hear me right now. So
yeah.
No, I definitely agree. I think that's definitely something I'm learning. And yeah, like thinking about like drinks, what kind of drinks to bring. And there was like a white elephant. I was like, okay, but there's gonna be kids here. What kind of white elephant gift do I get? So like it was very different than like being with like your family or like, your group of friends that you met in college. How specific. But yeah. So that was fun.
That's definitely like, that's a good learning. That will help you. But I've also like recently had to undergo a lot of that learning because the more you go, the more you realize like, oh, should I worry about food allergies? Like, do I ask people?
Yeah.
So now I'm more comfortable asking.
I was really overthinking that because like I was like, but Amber said that like, what about dairy-free people? And I was like having to think about that. I was like, is anybody going to even eat it? Like, I don't even know like what the vibe is, So that definitely, was something interesting that I have learned.
Yeah, no, totally. I think also it teaches me how to be a good host. Like, unfortunately, I haven't had any like party. My apartment's pretty small, so like we haven't really had any social gatherings here. But in the future, I'm like, okay, now like I've learned from people, I've witnessed, and I've been able to see it. So now I'm like, okay, when I start to invite people to my place, like now I know what to expect and what to do to make it more welcoming.
Yeah, which is exciting. That's exciting to be able to like, be like get to the point one day where you can do that. Because I also think it's like always fun to, I don't know, I was like, wow,
Yeah.
They're in the comfort of their home.
Right. That's so funny. Yeah. I mean, growing up, our holidays were very like small, right? Like it was just always me, you, mom, like, and we would go travel and visit other family for a couple hours. But I could say there wasn't a lot of parties or event things like that going on when I was younger.
No, I agree. I think like the biggest party experience I have is like when we lived in Valley and we went to like the like the Christmas parties at the Grand Canyon.
Oh, at
Like,
the hotels.
yeah, but those were some good parties, you know. Now that
Those
I
were
like
some
look
good
back and I'm
parties.
like, dang, what a like work holiday party. Like they had
Yeah,
Santa there, the dance floor was popping. So
true.
I think that definitely is what I thought like Christmas parties are gonna be when I got older, but I like these ones too. But yeah, no, I agree. We definitely had smaller Christmases. We did do a lot of traveling and like driving back to see like our grandma and our cousins and whatnot, which I think was, you know, always fun to be able to like wake up in the morning, stay in your own home, and then like go meet people.
Yeah, true. Yeah. You know, speaking of work parties, that's what I expected. Not like I'm not grateful for work, but I feel like there's not a lot of work Christmas parties anymore. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just not in a company that throws a big work party, but I feel like those were a big thing before, you know, like Christmas
Yeah,
party, then they hand out bonuses. Like that was my envision of being in corporate America. Like I thought that was going to be a thing, but
that's true.
I was let down.
We had our my last week when we had like my big department party. It was at the planetarium at like on UNC campus, and that's like where they do like the shows, and it's kind of like in a sphere, and you can like it's like as if you were like looking up at the sky, and they play like, you know, the transition of stars. But we didn't get to go in that part, which was a little disappointing because I was a little like, woo, like we get to watch a movie. But then like it was just like the museum part of it, which was cool. They had drinks, they had little bones. I work in orthopedics, so they had little bones in the drink. The food was good. So we did have a Christmas party, but it definitely there was no music.
Or
There
no
was no music and
bonus.
no dancing. We did get
Oh.
a little gift, but not a
Oh.
bonus. I wouldn't consider it a bonus.
True.
But I think my biggest thing that I am sad about not being like, okay, so I've been away for a while now, like Christmas wise. I haven't like, oh, okay, well, we spent like Christmas back in Flagstaff like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 3 years ago. But yeah, we grew up in Flagstaff. If you've ever been to Flagstaff, you know that there's a train. And that's the one thing I'm really sad about, like being away, and like maybe it's not like I maybe there's one here, I just can't find it. But I have always wanted to go on the train to the North Pole. So in
The Polar
Flagstaff,
Express.
no, ever stop it.
Clip the video here. Polar Express.
Ever. I wanted to go to the North Pole on the Polar Express. And yeah, that's something I've always wanted to do, and I still have not gone on the Polar Express. So
Oh, yeah. That's true.
and like I don't know if they have one here.
I'm sure they do. I think they have one here, like on our train out in the mountains. I think
Oh,
I've
I
seen
bet that's
ads of it.
pretty.
Right. It's that's very funny because the other night we were just hanging out watching a game or something, watching TV, and I hear a train like faintly, and I was like, I thought about it, and here it goes back to that illusion thing that I said. But I was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, I hear a train very often, but there is no train track near us. So I'm like, where is this train? Like you'll hear it in the distance, like, and I know the train because I grew up in Flagstaff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't know where this train's coming from.
Oh, so you still don't know?
No. I mean, well,
Oh.
granted, we have the whole railroad system downtown, like in that general area, which is only like maybe 2 miles from here. But I don't
I
know. It
feel
just
like
doesn't make sense.
yeah, no, that's weird.
Yeah.
We should go look
Anyways.
for it one time.
So, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Random, but
Yeah,
clearly we had the Grinch here.
I was gonna say I didn't want to give it away or nothing, but we come from a long line. I'm just kidding. We come from a long line of Grinch lovers. No, our
It's
mom
passed down.
right? Our mom loves the Grinch, like loves the Grinch. She has a lot of Grinch stuff.
Yeah.
But that was like the one movie that we watched all the time growing up. But now that I grew up and like met a lot of people, I'm surprised to know how many people have not watched The Grinch or how many
What?
people don't like The Grinch.
What?
Yeah. And even like on like, social media and whatnot, when I do come across like The Grinch and like Grinch content, people do not like The Grinch. Like it's not a very like, I don't know. I think it's just
Huh.
like they think it's, I don't know. I really don't know why like people don't like The Grinch, but I've come to realize that that's a common topic. But I love
Yeah.
The Grinch. I will recite that movie word for word. I will act it out. I watched it last night actually.
Oh my gosh. That's not weird at all.
I knew I was
No.
preparing for the podcast. I had to do a little bit of homework, get a little up to date on some lessons for y'all.
Yeah, I don't remember where. Oh, we were hanging out with our friends and we asked the same question, like what your favorite Christmas movie is, and everybody said Home Alone. That was like the big
I
one of
could
the
see
table.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
I could see it.
yeah.
Wait,
I like Home Alone as well.
really? I think I've only watched it a couple times, but I do want to like watch all of them in a row when like I don't
Yeah,
know. Maybe I'll do that this Christmas and like,
true.
watch all of them because I don't think I've ever like consecutively watched every single one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Um, you know how like for Halloween people watch movies like throughout all of October. Like, do you think people do that for Christmas? Do you do that for like December?
Well, I know I feel like I did a lot more when I was younger, but I feel like a lot of it had to do was because we had cable and we would like I think it's ABC where they do like the countdown to Christmas, and I think they do the
Oh
same thing for
yeah,
Halloween. So like there was always a Christmas movie on, but I feel like now like having to choose a movie and like knowing I watched it, it's just like it's hard for me to like just like okay, click on it, but like it's
yeah.
nice when it's already playing. So I think when I was younger,
Okay.
yes. But
You
like
like the
now,
aesthetic of like
yes.
TV with Christmas movies on it.
I agree. Yes,
Huh.
because I feel like it means a little bit more when like there's probably 100 million other people watching the same movie right now. And we're all in
That's
the
true.
Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
But I think the other thing about Christmas, and this is kind of funny because like I went to the mall on Saturday, big mistake. But I did go. And I think that's the other thing. Like again, this might be the consumer in me, but it's also just kind of like the vibe because I feel like you don't really get this a lot of places, but the mall during Christmas, like with the tree and how the like
Yeah.
stores are in lights and stuff
Pictures
like
with
that.
Santa.
Pictures with Santa. So I think that's always fun during the holidays too. Just like not
Yeah.
even the buying stuff, but it's more of just like it feels like the movies, when they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like the Grinch when they're all shopping
Yeah.
around and they're like 99% off for the next 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. No, I totally get that. I think now myself with movies is I'm all about the like random Netflix rom-com Christmas movies that they make. And it's because I think it's like you, like I'm so used to I know the OG Christmas movies, so now I just want to like find new things. So every year it's like they come out with some cheesy movie and sometimes they're good,
Yeah.
sometimes they're not, but those are like in the recent years what I've been consuming my television time with during Christmas is the random Netflix Christmas movies.
That's interesting. I would have never guessed that. Like I feel like you weren't like very much into the Hallmark movies. Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Is that what are they specifically called Hallmark movies?
Well, there's like a line of Hallmark movies that are usually
Yeah.
like they
So
all
that's
kind of end up
probably
in the
what
same way. Like
yeah,
it's the same
that's
ending.
probably what Netflix is trying to make like the next generation of that.
Oh, probably. Well, they
You
still
know?
consecutively make new Hallmark movies.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a couple of like gay holiday movies too that have come out in the recent years. So there's variety nowadays.
Right? No, that's cool. I
Yeah.
did like, I don't know if you watched this, but the one on Netflix when she like meets the guy at the airport and
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and then she thinks she's gonna be with the guy she was like talking to all night, but she ends up
Yeah,
like
with
with the guy.
pentatonics.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that
like
one was
those kind of
cute.
movies.
That
Yeah.
one was really cute. I like that one a lot. Aw. Yeah, no, I am a sucker also, but I do think like eventually it gets a little like, okay, like I know how it's gonna end. So I do get like a little capped out on those ones. But I also like
You're
to
like,
watch.
no, I watched The Grinch 100 times.
I'll go back to my Grinch again. But also, just like fun fact about me is that I watched The Grinch during this time, but I will watch Cat in the Hat year round. Like, so we are very much a Dr. Seuss family.
That's true. Even
um,
like Horton Hears a Who, that's also one of my, and the Lorax.
oh yeah, we reference those movies quite a bit, which is kind of
True.
funny.
Well, I grew up with that. I had a lot of Dr. Seuss books when I was younger, so I feel like that's always been in my blood. That's
That's
actually
funny.
this shirt right here is a vintage shirt, but the next one I want to get is a Cat in the Hat one. Like
Oh
keeping on
really?
the like on the theme of Dr. Seuss vintage shirts. Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be
Yeah.
cool. But also what comes to mind too is I love going to Disney Plus and searching or like watching the Christmas TV shows. You know, like from Wizards of Waverly Place or like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, like their holiday episodes. I like to watch those as well. So if you haven't done that, if that's a tip for y'all, if you're like out of movies to watch like the holiday specific ones for like
Episodes.
yeah. I think
Huh.
that's always fun.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because there are some holiday ones now that I'm trying to reminisce that I
Yeah.
actually really liked. Yeah.
Like the SpongeBob one.
On Christmas.
Yeah, when he's like, Santa's not coming tonight,
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's a good
Oh.
one. No. We love SpongeBob also. If we got
Yeah.
to start adding, actually, you'll see soon how much we
No,
love
literally.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, we love SpongeBob. We're like quoting SpongeBob all the time. And I think it's funny because only a select few of people like will understand where that's from. And so it's always fun to like meet those people and they're like, "You like SpongeBob? I like SpongeBob."
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
Like,
think it was also like a thing that people like some parents didn't let their kids watch too growing up.
yeah.
So like Sam didn't watch SpongeBob.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. I also only use SpongeBob gifts because there is one that suits every moment you can think of.
That's true. Yeah. That's funny. I am actually, now that you say that, I'm just gonna write all these things down and I'm watching this tomorrow and this tomorrow.
That's funny. Do you get stressed out during Christmas? Like, do you feel the pressure of gifts giving and family seeing? Like, what is your emotions around that?
I think in the more recent years, I have felt less stressed about Christmas. And I think distance obviously has to do with a lot of it, a lot of the time. But I do think it depends on the year. Like some years I'm like, oh, I know what I'm gonna get this person. Oh, like I know what my plans are. And then other years, like this year, it's just like not planned at all. So like, you know what I mean? It just depends. I do not like overly stress about Christmas though. I don't
Yeah.
think. Would you say I do? Would you say I do?
I don't know. I feel like we're getting to that point where we spent more Christmases away from each other, so I'm not exactly sure.
That's true. That's true.
Um, yeah, you're right though. I think distance definitely like helps alleviate some of it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's really nice to just be like when someone at work asks me like, "What are you going to do for Christmas?" I'm like, "I'm just going to stay home." Like
Yeah.
just me, my dogs, my girlfriend, like, and that sounds great sometimes, but
Yeah.
I do love going to see family, but sometimes just staying home is nice and a good way to celebrate.
Yeah, yeah. But I think it also makes those times when you do get to spend like holidays together a lot more like meaningful, which then also doesn't make it as stressful because there's
Yeah.
like you're not like having to figure out really much because you haven't done a lot in the past. So like you know what I mean? They're like expectations aren't that high when you go back home. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it
True.
yeah, but so that's nice. I think it's nice. I mean, I feel like again, it it is hard though celebrating Christmas in multiple states, like with
Yeah.
presents and whatnot. I think we have definitely seen the variety of
We've definitely mastered the FaceTime opening presents.
Oh yeah, yeah, that too. And like sending gifts and being like, "Oh, don't open it" and stuff like that. So we're definitely, those things that you didn't think you would learn
Yeah.
for Christmas.
Unconventional Christmases.
Yeah, yeah. But I think one thing I want to do in the future, I want to like do like a big family trip. I think that would be so much fun. Like, I don't know, to like New York or like a mountain city and like
Yeah.
experience like a different Christmas. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I,
What is your favorite holiday tradition?
um
Or like holiday tradition growing up
yeah.
or like something you might want to start as a holiday tradition as well.
Yeah. I'm not going to steal your shine because I know what yours is. Um but I think my favorite holiday tradition was always the stockings, like that our mom did for us every year. Like, I don't know what about it, but like the stocking was just always so convenient and nice. And it was just like, it made Christmas for me. And I didn't realize how much of an impact that was on me until like I stopped having Christmas with family every year. So
Yeah.
it's kind of sad sometimes when I wake up on Christmas and there's no stocking filled with anything. But
Oh, I feel that.
when I was younger, I always woke up to a full stocking. And even though mom made it very like useful with like shampoo
Shampoo.
and then toothpaste and stuff like that was great. And there was always like a little toy in there. But I think that was
Yeah.
my favorite thing about Christmas and something that I would like to continue if and when I have kids is just make sure their stockings always full on Christmas.
Yeah. I don't think also too like you think about the fact that like you can do that for other people, but who's going to do your stocking? You know what I
True.
mean? Like I did that for my family over here and nobody put shit in my stocking. So
Oh, well, you gotta be like mom. Mom mastered filling her own.
I know, see, and that's why I was like maybe I need to start doing that, but I just thought I don't know. I thought Santa was coming.
Oh my god. That's funny.
I have a lot of favorite holiday traditions. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I think I'm getting better now, but as long as I can remember, I am the first person to wake up bright and early in the
Oh my
morning.
god.
So I feel like that's always fun and like, making breakfast and stuff like that. Like I don't obviously people like do presents and whatnot a different way all the time,
Yeah.
But I think that was always like my thing. I liked putting out cookies and making cookies the night
Oh yeah.
before. That was fun. My mom used to like make us reindeer food, so that was always fun to like put out the reindeer food. Um,
I thought you were gonna bring up your pickle.
oh my gosh, yes. So we have a pickle, and this what is it? The tradition goes, um, that somebody hides the pickle inside of the tree, and because the pickle's green and the tree is green, if you have a white tree, you're weird. First of all, if you have a white that's a
Intermission if you have a white tree.
if you have a white tree, you're weird. Red
Oh
flag.
my god.
Or yeah. Anyways, back to my pickle story. You put the pickle, you hide it, and then in the morning, the first person to find the pickle gets to open their present first. So that was always fun. We
And
got
there
super
was always a
aggressive.
mystery present.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. So if you haven't done that,
Um
start it. It's recommended.
Now I understand why she always won, because she was the first one up. She was scoping out that pickle.
No, I was not, Amber. You can't say that now. That is
That's what he
not
said.
true. That is not true. I just have really good eyes.
Oh, okay. If you'd recall a couple episodes back, she said her eyes were still changing. So
I was going through a stressful time, Amber.
I'm curious though, like, what our listeners or watchers, like, are they the type of people who open presents on Christmas Eve? Do they do it Christmas morning? Do they do it Christmas night? Because, like,
Yeah.
we've always been opening Christmas morning type of people, but now that I've grown up, I've gone to Christmases and all these other times, which to me are like random times, but for some people that's normal.
Yeah, that's true. And I also think it's always interesting too, because like, some people do celebrate with like their larger family. So like, I think it's always interesting to see like how those dynamic works. Because like I know on like our dad's side, they used to like everybody used to come together, all the cousins, the uncles, and bring their kids,
And
they would
we'd be
open
in the
presents
Hogan.
together. Yeah, in a circle, rotating. That's
oh
funny.
my gosh. Christmas with our dad's side of the family was insane growing up. Like, we would all be in a Hogan, but they would have a real tree. And the presents, because there's like 40 people there, I swear.
Yeah.
Like, the presents were up to the wall because, like, it's for everybody, like, those were insane.
Yeah. Those are fun. I think they were fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always interesting to like, see like how those dynamic work. So if you want to share a little bit about what you do on Christmas, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah. One thing that I really hated about Christmas that I'm not good at is I'm not really good at Christmas carols or Christmas songs. And
you just said you were singing Jingle Bells earlier.
Well, yeah, I was singing the Jingle Bells Batman smells. Like,
oh, Amber, I thought you were singing Jingle Bell Rocks.
Oh my God, no.
I was like, dang. I'm crying,
No.
Amber. That's not what I thought you were singing.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I was traumatized when I was little because at one of our dad's side of the family Christmas, they used to make you all stand up, all the kids, and they would make you sing a song before we started opening presents. And one time they were like, okay, all the older people, this age to this age. So there was like only me and one other cousin, I remember. And we were like standing up there and I didn't even know a damn Christmas song. Like, and to this day, I don't think I know a full like lyric of
really?
Yeah. Like, I never took the time to learn Christmas songs unless it's Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
That's a good one.
But that wasn't out yet.
That's actually insane, Amber.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like you were always like the music person in our family. So like to hear that you don't know a Christmas song, now that I think about it, that's like, yeah.
Oh, I knew Silent Night. But that's we sang that at church.
Oh my gosh. No, I love Christmas songs. Like I think like I think that's like something that a lot of people don't know about me, but I know a lot of Christmas songs. Like last night, I'm telling you, I was singing every single one of them and AJ was like, geez, like, so I think, that would be fun. Some Christmas caroling. I have seen a lot of people on TikTok doing that though. Like they're like going with their friends and they go like and Christmas carol. I think that's so cute.
Yeah, that does sound fun.
Have you ever had? Well, it's kind of funny.
Ever seen that?
I was gonna say we grew up together, so every single time I asked this, I'm like, did we?
Yeah. Have you actually seen Christmas carolers though? Any time in your life? Because in movies they depict them underneath like those balcony things, or I don't know what they're called, but they're like all singing and everybody's around.
Oh, a gazebo, like the little
gazebo.
Yeah.
But does that stuff even exist?
Probably. Like in those small, cute little Christmas towns. I keep seeing those on my TikTok also, like in North Carolina, like, this is your Christmas town. And I'm like, oh, that's so beautiful. But yeah, no, I haven't seen one before. I think I've seen a couple like in like shows or like department stores or something like that. Like the mall or something like that. But not like at my house, like at my front door. No.
You want to know, speaking speaking of like things in the public, one thing that's changed since I was younger. So you know when you go into grocery stores, you see the people who like ring the bells. Usually they're Santa. Sometimes they're like just
Yeah, I've
people,
done that before.
Salvation Army.
I've done it twice
Yeah.
now.
Oh my gosh. Well, when I was younger, you would put change in their bucket, right? And then they would give you like a mint or a candy, like a candy
A
cane.
candy cane, yeah.
Yes. I loved that when I was younger. As I've grown up, now I'm like, I don't want to make contact with them because I don't have any change. So I always bypass them. Like,
That's funny.
yeah, that's like something that's definitely changed. But now that I've brought it up, I'm going to bring change around.
You should volunteer for it.
Yeah.
I did that in college, and then I did that for my volleyball like club team. We did that. So I've done it twice now. It's actually really
Wow.
fun. I've done it at Walmart, and then like me, Sam, and our friend Caitlin, we did that at our like in our little mall of our college, and like everybody was saying hi, and broke college
Oh, except
students.
for me.
Broke college. I know. Yeah, Amber. People are really nice, and they say Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays when they pass by usually. So
Yeah. I will
yeah.
say I am socially awkward in the like happy holidays, Merry Christmas
Yeah, that's true.
thing. Rude? You agree with that?
Yeah, no, I feel like I am too though.
I
Unless it's
even
like
funny story. I Googled because it was like Thanksgiving week. I Googled, when is the appropriate time to say happy holidays? Because I didn't know if I was saying happy holidays too early. So Google said it was okay. So I put it at the end of an email.
did somebody say Happy Holidays back?
No.
Oh. Sad day. Sad day.
Well, now they're saying it. I'm like, damn it, was I too early?
You might have been a little too early.
Yeah,
But I think it's
probably.
also like a big like it's a preference. I think like, some people have a different, like holiday. So I
Yeah,
think
that's another social thing you have to navigate.
that's true. And I feel like, now I feel like I have been wanting to like learn a little bit more about like, different ways to approach the holidays, I guess, because like even us, like I think a big thing that we did during the holiday time too is like it's also a new year around Christmas time for Hopi. So like I feel like that was something we always did as well, growing
Yeah.
up, as and kind of putting into waking up early and going and praying and whatnot. So like just different kind of things like that. So it's always interesting to hear again like what you do, but also like from a like what you grew growing up, what your family does, what your culture
Yeah.
does and whatnot. So I think it's always
Yeah.
interesting to see that as well.
Yeah. I think it's also a good conversation starter. So like I'm like my batch of friends now, but like when I meet people as well, I like to always be like, do you celebrate Christmas? Like what's your kind of thing? And kind of getting to hear other people's perspective, because some people treat Christmas more religious and some people are just there to open presents and some people don't. So
Yeah.
that's a good thing to bring up with people and just get to know a little bit about them and what they do.
Yeah, no, for sure. I love Christmas though. I think I myself love Christmas. I did want to go. So, okay, fun fact. I actually put my Christmas tree up yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little late to the game.
She loves Christmas.
I love Christmas. I'm a little late to the game this year though. A wedding put me back a lot in the year in general. So I still feel like I'm in October. I'm not even gonna lie. And I think the other thing too is that being somewhere where it doesn't snow really trips me up. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I've always lived in snow. Flagstaff has snow. I lived in Minnesota for 3 years, so we got snow. But here we don't get snow, and it barely gets cold. So I mean, it gets cold, but like this cold is what I would consider fall weather, I guess. But we don't really have like a true winter weather. Like we had freeze signs out the other day. It was like, leave your water like dripping. And it was like, don't turn your heater off. And I'm like, it's 20 degrees outside, 25 degrees outside. Why are we leaving our sink dripping? Like, anyways, so it's just so interesting. Like, I feel like that has a lot to do with like my slump with Christmas recently because I feel like I'm missing the snow.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's put me
Yeah.
back a little bit in my Christmas vibe. So like I really didn't even feel like it was Christmas until I went to the mall and I realized I was like, dang, there's all these Christmas like lights up and like, that whole portion of it. But other than that, like it's hard to kind of, when I associate Christmas with snow,
Yeah.
it's hard to like feel like it's Christmas without it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
No, that makes sense. I would
yeah.
feel like that too.
Yeah, because you
But
get snow still.
know,
Well, you
yeah,
were
I
in
get snow.
Phoenix.
I was just gonna say, in Phoenix though, I think what kept me Christmassy was decorating, which we don't have a patio where we live now, but we like would go all out with Christmas lights on our patio, and um that's something that I don't do now because of our space, but
You don't have
that's
a
how I
patio.
kept in the Christmas spirit. Lights.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like now that I put my Christmas tree up, I am getting a little bit more like, and I feel like the Christmas parties had a lot to do with that too, because
Yeah.
even though like I had my holiday party, it wasn't really Christmas themed, but like opening up presents like during White Elephant, and then
Yeah.
like my friend's house is like super decorated, so like that was super fun. So I feel like that is what really like was like, okay, Nevaeh, like you should probably put your Christmas tree up, Nevaeh. So like
Yeah.
so I think it's also just like an interesting thing too. Like even like with in college, like finals time, like I don't have a finals time this year. So like that was also interesting. Like I usually associate like having to take tests with like going to
And a
Christmas.
winter break.
Yeah, well I do get a winter break actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Props to working in a university, but yeah, so like I don't know, I think it was just like a definitely a different dynamic for Christmas that hopefully
Yeah.
I'm not a
Yeah.
Grinch next year.
Yeah. I think again, it's all a learning thing.
Yeah.
New place, new people, new vibes, new culture.
So I was watching TikTok the other day and I seen a girl who was putting up her tree in Hawaii. And it
Oh,
was
wow.
like, yeah, and it was really interesting. It was like she described it as like a palm tree and like a regular Christmas tree having a baby. So like it had like, yeah, it had like little limbs out this way, and then it had like a little piece in the middle, a little bit more limbs, and then a little bit of middle. It like she said the name, but I just can't remember. But I think it's also interesting to see how Christmas takes place. Like again, yeah, like in a place that doesn't have snow, and like what those customs are there.
Yeah.
Did you
Because,
find
like,
it?
you think I did not find
Oh,
it. I see. Oh my God.
did you find it?
Maybe.
It has like little limbs, and then it has a little gap in the middle, and then a little bit more limbs, and a little gap in the middle, and a little bit more. It just looks like a
Like an
tree if you
actual
shaved
tree.
it. Yeah, if you shaved the middle part of it.
Or if you draw it on your own.
Yeah. Kind of like my tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was also going to say though, like, there are other parts of the world, like right now, like South America is in their summer, but they have Christmas during the summer, whereas like we
Ah,
have Christmas during the winter.
that's
So like,
interesting.
yeah, there's also that aspect that people are celebrating opposite.
Yeah. Hmm. Well, at least if I ever go to those places, I'll be well prepared for not having any snow and just fit right in.
Oh my God. Yeah, Christmas tree in
In Hawaii. Yeah, no, it's I also okay, I feel like okay, going back to the tradition question because again, I I am a Gen Z. I will admit it. I am a Gen Z and I am a Gen Z to nature. So, one thing I also always enjoyed about Christmas as well is I loved watching what people got for Christmas on YouTube,
Oh
on
my gosh.
TikTok, and even now like I'm such a YouTube person, so like I also like love Vlogmas. So like when they vlog every day up to Christmas, and then the day of they do like what I got for Christmas. So like that stuff is like it just you know fills a part in my heart that like
Gosh.
I just really love watching what people got for Christmas.
That's so funny. I forgot I forgot you do that. She would honestly be watching these videos all day on Christmas after she opens her own.
Yeah, I still do that.
That's so funny.
I still do that. I think I don't know. It's just a tradition, I guess. And maybe I'll do that with my kids. Y'all want to watch what other people got for Christmas? I also
Funny.
think about that a lot too, because like, getting older, you always wonder like what your like when you have your own family, when you have like your own space, your own house, and like, what Christmas will grow to be. And I feel like a lot in our life has changed for us, like growing up and like looking at where we came from and where we're at now. Like, there's a lot of changes for us. And I think it's always just like interesting to see like what our family dynamic could look like during that time. And like, I don't know, that's exciting to me. It's really exciting to like, have our own little
True.
gathering.
You get to choose your own Christmas.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm really excited for that. And like, because we weren't like, some people do like the big like the dinner or the lunch or the, you know what I
Well, no,
mean?
I was gonna say that we're the type of people who open our presents in like pajamas and like bushy and
I told you we wake up
waking
early.
up. And then like now, like when I go to my girlfriend's Christmas, they're like all dressed nice and they're like all opening. It was so different, but yeah, like things like that. I'm like,
Yeah. Maybe we should incorporate that.
yeah, maybe we should start dressing up.
Maybe we should start dressing up. I will say though, and you have to give it to me, Amber, that I feel like I have been, waking up a little bit later these years.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah.
and like now it's funny because we're all on going back to like time zones and being in different places. Like I can't wake up at 7 here and call Amber and my mom on the other side of the country because it's only 5-4 their time.
Yeah.
So like that's not appropriate. So like it sucks even now because I'm on my own time and I'm like, damn it. So I have to wait until like 11 my time, 12 my time before I can even initiate a call with my family members. So
Yeah,
that's
that's so funny.
definitely been a transition, I will say.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. I didn't really think of that.
Yeah, because now I have to wait extra long, Amber. You know how, so like, I should be happy I'm over here patiently waiting. It takes a lot. I've learned a lot of patience in the past couple of years, I will say.
That's good. That's good.
Patience on opening my gifts.
I know.
I'm going to be like, okay, mom first, everybody. Mom first, kids.
Oh my gosh. And the thing is, I don't know if y'all are pet parents, but parents.
Oh, yeah.
But now you got to get gifts for the dogs. So.
Oh, yeah. We get gifts for all of our dogs. I did find, so this year I got the little paw print ornaments, but last
Aw.
year I wanted to get them, but they were sold out everywhere. And I was like, dang, all these parents are out here making ornaments for their doggos. And so I wasn't able to get one last year. So that was the first thing I bought this year, like back in the beginning of November.
That's a good one.
Yeah, because they go out fast, like, and they're pretty expensive, like nowadays. Like you can, but I got mine for like $7.
You can get one of the baby ones instead. Just go to a different aisle and then look for the ones for baby feet.
Oh, true. I didn't even. I actually did try to make my own last year. So
yeah, because I told you. Remember?
Yeah, I tried to make my own, but I messed up because I didn't leave it in the oven long enough, and so I messed up. So
if anybody knows the recipe for that, drop it down below.
No, literally, I think it has like a bunch of salt in it. I think that was like one thing that was in there. So I'm excited to do that.
When I was in, I think it was kindergarten or first grade, we made our own, like with our own ingredients.
Oh, okay. Amber, you're gonna hate me. So Amber has a snowman that she made when she was little, and that thing is out every single Christmas. And he's a sock full of rice with some buttons, and it's so funny because like it's just like been there. My mom's very good about, our mom is very good about keeping all of our Christmas arts and
Almost a
crafts.
little too good.
A little too good, yeah. So that thing is always right front and center every year in my mom's house. So insert picture
Oh my
of
God.
Amber's snowman.
That's funny. I'm curious if anybody else's parents has anything from over 20 years ago
Oh my
still hanging out.
gosh.
Oh my gosh, here we go again with time.
That thing is getting old, Amber.
So is your
Wait,
stuffed
is it
animal.
this? Is that is that the same age as me?
Yeah, probably older.
Oh my gosh.
No, I made it in second grade, third grade. So you were like 3.
Oh. So 20, yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. That's crazy. That's crazy. I do want
Thanks.
to I think next year when I am a little bit more established in my life, I want to do like I've been seeing those things where like people make like the drinks and they're like the holiday drinks and then they bring everybody one and then you like I'll try it and then like somebody else brings their like holiday drink. Have you seen those?
No.
Really? I've seen
Yeah.
it in different variations, not just for Christmas or like when people bring like you make a drink that describes like your occupation and then they like bring like I don't know, somebody's like a nurse and they have like make like a I don't know, put like a syringe or something. I definitely want to do one of those parties, whether it's for like Christmas or I don't know, for something. I think that would be
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cute.
Like a themed party.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
here us goes back to us wanting to host things now.
Yeah. Me trying to think of what kind of drink I would bring. Oh,
I don't.
speaking of drinks, we were gifted a holiday like liquor drink. So it's like the type that you warm up. So you like warm it, you don't boil it, you just warm it, is what it says. And then you drink like it's hot liquor.
Oh,
But it's a
really?
Christmas bottle, yeah. It's a Christmas thing. I think it's a German thing actually.
Oh, really? Is it
Don't quote
vodka?
me on that, but no.
Uh-uh.
I don't think Germans drink vodka.
Oh, that's Russian song.
What? Oh yeah, that is, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know what they drink. Wait, it's like a mix already. So
gluing.
is it like tea, like
It's like
herbal?
hot wine.
Oh, like apple cider?
Kind kind of like more like red wine.
And it's warm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um
That's really
yeah.
interesting.
So when we went to the German festival downtown, they have cider, right? And then you get to choose what kind of liquor you want in there. So I think I chose bourbon or something because it's like usually a dark liquor.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's what essentially is in that bottle, but already pre-made. But they serve it to you warm.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, yeah, because that's what we were talking about. What was the festival called? Where you do the beer holding thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what is that called? We need Jess.
I know. Dang it. I don't remember. Arm holding. Yeah, so the liquor is called, what did I say? Glue wine? Glue wine? Glue wine? Nope, don't quote me on that.
I was like, okay.
And then beer holding contest. This is called Steinhold. The Steinholding.
Steinhold. I feel like, what does Steinhold mean? Is that what that means?
Okay, you're asking me too much of this German knowledge.
No, I've seen that word before. Oh, here we go back to the intellectual something.
No, it just says Steinholding is a tradition Bavarian strength contest in which competitors hold a full 1-liter beer stein.
Dang.
Out in front of them.
That's crazy.
You know, that's something they do here pretty often, actually, because not only do they do it at that Christkindl market, the festival, They also do that at Oktoberfest. So
Oh
like all year
yeah.
round, that's something you gotta know how to do.
If it got like the arms, yeah, everybody better start practicing, hitting the gym,
True.
holding your dumbbell.
They're like, what are you doing? The holidays are coming up.
Happy holidays.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. Uh no, I think this is super exciting because I feel like with the holidays and Christmas coming up also means New Year's is coming up, and I feel like this is a
Yes, I love New
very
Year's.
this is a fan favorite for us over here is New Year's and 2025, which is crazy. That's no, 2025 is kind of like that's wild. That's wild.
Yeah. I started doing my goal setting. I mean, I've already had them written, but now they're going to be more precise because it's closer to the end of the year. So I'm like actually calculating the numbers and stuff. Um, I love New Year's. I think New Year's is my favorite holiday. After you said that, like New Year's is my favorite holiday.
Yeah, I want to do a vision board making time.
Oh, we should do one online, like on Miro or something.
Yeah, we should. Actually, that's something we're gonna do. We're gonna make vision boards and we're gonna post it on our social media so y'all can see our goals, and maybe it'll inspire you to, make a vision board. If not,
True.
write down some
You
goals.
guys should share your vision boards with us.
Yeah,
We'll post it.
that'd be
We'll
so much
repost.
fun. No, I seriously love vision boards, and it's pretty easy nowadays. So like, if there's a lot of templates out there, if you're somebody who needs like a physical vision board, I think that's always fun as well. That's actually what I want to do this year, because last year I did a like a digital one. This year I want to do a physical vision board, and yeah, I think
that's a good
that'd be
idea.
super fun. So yeah, definitely, if you haven't already, if you're a New Year's person, start making your goals, I think, and tell us your goals, share our goals with you so we can keep each other accountable.
Yeah.
Accountability.
Accountability. Well, there's the thing though. Some people believe that they shouldn't tell other people their goals because it is like gets in
Bad
the way
luck?
of them achieving their goals. Yeah.
Oh,
So I've been really on the fence. I'm like,
do you
do
tell
I
people
share
now?
do I tell people? Because yeah.
I feel like it depends. I feel like if like there are some goals that like are better left, like, brewing and like in silent work, just because like I feel like, just it leaves a little bit of like yourself to work towards those things. And obviously too, like if it's like super vulnerable or like, of that nature. So like, I get it. But I feel like there are like going to the gym, like I feel like that's not a secret for like a lot of people. You know what I mean? So like if that's your goal, let us know and we will all go to the gym. But you know what I mean? Like things like that, like where you need that accountability, but like, it's not like worth sharing with somebody. But if you're gonna like
well, yeah. I mean, we shouldn't say too much because I feel like our first episode next year should be about like goal setting. So something along that line. Maybe we'll share our tips and what we've been doing or what we're gonna try this next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was nice having us
casual
conversation. Yeah, over Christmas. I'm curious. Like, I want to know other people's. Like I said, what do you do for Christmas? Do you celebrate? When do you open your presents?
Yeah. What time do you wake up in the morning to open presents?
Well, do you have a price limit on presents? Because that's also something that people do.
Yeah, that's true. Or do you draw names? I've seen a lot of people do that.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. We should try that one year.
I think we did do that one year.
Yeah, but we should do it again.
We should.
Yeah. I think that'd be super fun. Yeah, no, we want to hear it. I think, it's always fun hearing what other people do and how they celebrate, the new year also too. Cause like, I feel like that all comes super quick in the next couple of within days of each other. So, what is this time? Is it for rest? If you're a student, what do you do during this time? I mean, I feel like it's a lot of time that we get a break and the world is super quiet. So
true. Very true. I love the holidays. And for those who have been interacting with us on our socials, we see you. So thanks for that. Just want to encourage more people to comment and tell us what they think.
Yes, of course. And again, if you don't follow us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram to keep up to date with new videos. Stay tuned very soon for some new changes to the podcast, some upgrades in logos and our videos and whatnot. So continue watching and supporting as well. And
And with that being said, we're also going to be taking a week off for ourselves to get those new revisions in motion. So taking the time next week to really just improving what she mentioned, and then also to celebrate the holidays. So we will catch you guys back in 2025.
Yes, happy holidays to you and your families from the Growin Up Podcast.
Yeah, happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Woo. Bye.
Bye.